Today we're heading to Idaho on a pigeon hunt. Terry, I know you've been up there 2 or 3 times. I've been up there a couple of times. Looks like a fun hunt.
It is a fun hunt, and it's something you can do outside of regular hunting season.
Right.
Like we're going up there on September the 1st. Well, you could normally hunt doves on September the 1st, but I could have went the last week in August. It would have been the same thing. In fact, when you and I went the first time, we went the last week in August.
That's right.
Wasn't anything else going on. And,
yeah.
Well, it's Labor Day. It's a holiday for most people. Actually, we're on our way to Boise, Idaho to do a pigeon hunt with our Soar No More buddies. They specialize in shooting pigeons. Day thus far, I tried to leave Monroe, Louisiana, and they had a mechanical problem, and all the maintenance people were on holiday. It took about an hour and a half delay. Finally made it to Dallas. Got one of my cameraman Jared here with me. He wasn't even supposed to come here, but he had a flat on the way. The airport this morning missed his plane, so they routed him through from Kansas City through Dallas. So he and I are going together. The way it's been going thus far, no telling. But if we can get there, we'll kill some pigeons. Well, it's 8:30 at night my time. I guess that means it's 7:30 here in Boise, Idaho. So we finally made it here. Beautiful weather, as we tell out there. Neil Hunt, the Soar No More man himself, supposed to pick us up right out the door, but first I got to find my luggage. And they tell me my gun won't come here. It'll come to the baggage claim center or something. So if we ever get through all that, we'll be on our way. Hello, brother. You're coming up the world, aren't you?
It's not mine. It's that time of the year again, early fall, which means Terry Denman and the MOJO crew get to come down here and hunt Idaho pigeons with us. We love sitting in the blind with Terry, and we love watching birds work just like greenhead mallards. And all we can do is think about killing pigeons with MOJO.
We are really looking forward to Terry Denman coming up and the MOJO TV crew. We've been scouting here for several weeks. We think we've got some really interesting hunts, different hunts that you'll enjoy and that they'll enjoy. And we think it's going to be just a really great time.
If this works out according to plan, I think you're going to like this show, so stick with us. I'm back in Hagerman, Idaho. There's a lot of pigeons here. In the wintertime, there's a lot of ducks here. The Snake River, which we're not very far off of, is famous for ducks, but the Snake River is really why there's so many pigeons here, because they roost in the cliffs of it, and then they got all these dairy farms and ag fields and stuff around. It's ideal pigeon country, and that's what we're going to do today. It's early September. We're here. We're going to do a pigeon shoot. Man, when it works right, it is as good. It's like the day when the mallards do exactly what you want them to do. So you set these pigeon hunts up just about like you'd do a dry field duck hunt or a goose hunt. They ride around, they scout, they figure out which field the pigeons are using. We come in, you set up with the wind. They're gonna work the wind just like a duck is. Put out a good many decoys on the ground. We're using pigeon decoys now. We're mixing our dove flickers, which is our flock of flicker for ducks, but made for a dry field situation. It's basically a dry field duck hunt, which I love dry field duck hunting, and I love dry field pigeon hunting. So if it works out according to plan, it's gonna be good. If you wanna go pigeon hunting, they got it going on.
No doubt about it. And it's pretty much like dry field duck hunt. You get out there and they built some blinds, some stand-up blinds, but you can also hunt out of layout blinds. But it's scouting them, finding out where they're feeding, finding out where they're resting, and getting in between them. And when those pigeons come in, they come in just like ducks. I mean, they set up, they cup up, and here they come.
They faster than a mallard, and so they can get away from you a lot quicker.
Yeah.
But coming in, they about like a group of mallards coming in.
That's it. Well, let's head out first morning, see how the hunt turns out there in Hagerman, Idaho.
Looking good.
Now let's do it. All right, let's do it. They're decoying freaking good. Dude, those came in nice. Like,
Oh yeah, they did good.
if they can turn and do that out of the sun.
Yeah.
Let's do it. That was sick. Dude, that was a good flock.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
That was beautiful. Beautiful.
We didn't shoot them the best, but
Well, I think
they
we
worked
got
the
6
best.
or 7 now. All right, let's do it. Hold on. Dude, there's a big flock. A big flock out front. This is a flock of about 50. All right, let's do it. The cool thing about hunting is you never know what's going to happen. On this morning hunt, we had a cripple pigeon that crashed out in the middle of the field, and right before the dog could go get it, there was a falcon that swooped down about 3 or 4 times, and on that 4th one, it totally snagged that pigeon. But it was super cool to sit there and watch that falcon work that pigeon out in the middle of that field. All right, let's do it. Jeez, did you see the feathers flying out of that thing? I kid you not. Pigeons are tougher than a greenhead nose. I'm not kidding. All right, let's kill him.
He wore that retriever out. He can't hardly stand up anymore. So when you do that, you can't hardly beat that. So, you know, weather's great out here. Lots of pigeons, big groups of pigeons, and then it starts tapering off, and you get, you know, onesie, twosie, threesies, or maybe 4 and 5 in a group, you know, and then it just kind of tapers off to nothing. They come feed early, they go back to the roost. They'll come feed this afternoon, and they'll go back to the roost for nighttime, you know. So it's about like dry field duck hunting or dry field goose hunting, you know. But Neil, thank you, buddy.
Of course.
Is that where you got the Soar No More from?
That's
The pile of dead ones?
we got it from.
Is that where you got it from?
We were sitting here in the blind thinking what we should do and what we should call it.
And somebody said,
And it
them
all
not gonna
popped
soar
up.
no more, huh?
Soar no more.
You know, there's no season, there's no limit on pigeons. They feral, you know, they damage into the crops. They could categorized as a nuisance bird, you know. So however many of them they can kill, them dairy farmers love us. They told us how much of that food, that feed, that cow feed they had. I don't even remember what it was, but it was unbelievable.
It was, it really was. It looked like y'all had a pretty good supper over at Brooks that night.
You know, we did. He invited us over to his house to eat, and they cooked for us. And of course, they raise a lot of beef around there. You know, they're more in the dairy business, but they still raise a lot of beef. I don't know if that beef was raised there or not. I just know it's good.
I'll tell you what, that was a slab of meat.
Okay, it's morning 2 of our pigeon hunt here with Soar No More in Idaho. We got 2 real special guests with us. We got Brooks Hayden here. He's joined up with Neil. He's going to be the other half of Soar No More going forward. And we got a really special guest here. We got Gage Warren. Gage is, how old are you, Gage?
13.
13 years old. And Gage has made himself a presence on social media. He's going to be like a movie star, is that right? A hunting movie star, you know?
Hopefully.
So we invited him, he lives pretty close to here, so we invited him to come over and go hunting with us this morning. So by the day's over, we're gonna know if Gage is a hunter or not.
All right.
What's the answer? Are you a hunter?
We'll find out.
We'll find out, all right.
Gage. Boom, dude.
He was low. I got lucky.
That was just a show. I just watched Gage pull up and just roll it.
Yeah, this is fun.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I can do this often. I'm already working on the second box. That scares me.
Oh, man.
All right, Gage. You got this?
Yep.
All right, go for it.
All right. You want to quit?
No, I'm good. I got 7. I got
You want to save
7.
them shells?
No, not really.
No?
Not really.
Did your dad buy them shells?
Yep, that's why I'm burning
We
up.
shoot them every one if your dad had to buy them.
All right, let's go.
Bounce that one off your camera. Sweet. I gotta send that to my dad.
He was, I meant, this is better than Santa Claus when he killed that band, and we had to play a little trick on him. You know, that was, the devil made me do it. You know, we shouldn't do it.
Let's watch that.
Our special guest, little Gage, he's 13 years old. He's going to be part of Team Mojo going forward. He's a cute little dude. This is his first pigeon hunt, and he killed a banded pigeon this morning. I mean, it's like a go watch it, nothing. A second coming of Santa Claus a year, nothing. He's on to this Gage. We've hid this bird from him while he wasn't looking, so, which, yeah, might be a little mean, but we're not going to let him suffer very long. But let's see what happens when he tries to find it. Uh-oh. He killed his share of them, too.
Did he? Could he hit anything?
He did. He killed
You got
four.
yourself a killer on your hands.
What did I do with that bird?
What you looking for?
My bird.
Which one?
The bird.
Secret, the bird. Was the Where's Waldo with the banded pigeon or what?
Yeah.
Where'd you put it at last?
Oh, dude, I did see one of those dogs have a dog had a pigeon over here.
Yeah, a dog had a pigeon running around with it. I hope that wasn't it.
Oh no.
Feel bad for him. Hey, Gage.
What? Oh.
I bet he was. I bet he was.
I think the dog picked it up and put it in that.
I finally got one.
I wanted to make you suffer a little longer, but in the end I couldn't do it.
Oh, that's great.
Terry, you know, every time we go out there, people say, what do you do with those pigeons? You just throw them away, and I'll show you what we do with them.
Brooks had a local shelf. He came out in the field and, you know, he set up, you think he was in Argentina.
Yeah.
He set up and he started breasting those pigeons out and cooking them. And that was lunch. We had pigeon for lunch, you know. I had never eaten pigeon before.
Yeah.
And, but a lot of people do, you know, we give them to whoever might want them, but I could never bring them home with me.
Right.
And so we just was never an occasion when we ate them while we were there in Idaho or the other places we've shot pigeons at, but they were good.
I tell you what, the way he cooked them up there on that grill, they look good.
He can cook. That guy knows how to cook. Now, if I cooked them, you might not want to eat them.
Yeah.
But that guy cooked them. You
Knew
do
what to
want to
do.
eat them. Yeah.
Knew what to do.
What do you think?
Better than duck.
All right, Gage, thank you for hunting with us,
Thank
buddy.
you very
We enjoyed
much.
it. We're going to make you part of Team Mojo. Would that be okay?
Yeah,
You want to do that?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, good deal. Thank you for
Thank
bringing
you
him
guys
out
for
here.
having him. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Awesome to meet you, buddy.
Nice to meet you
You're a killer.
too. Thank you very
Man,
much.
great hunting, dude.
Did you get
Thank
their
you.
contact information so you can invite him on some of
Yeah.
the hot water pond
He
hunts?
said he needs somebody for
I live
youth
down
hunt.
in
How do people get in touch with Brooks if they want to go pigeon hunting?
We're going to put the information on the screen, but the best way to get a hold of him is just go to mojooutdoors.com, go to the TV link, scroll down on the subtitles to the outfitters, and he'll be listed there alphabetically, Soar No More. If you want to go pigeon hunting, duck hunting, predator hunting, dove hunting, and does he do any more than that? I know he does those type, you know.
If you want to, he'd figure it out.
He's an excellent operator. Neil knows probably as much about hunting pigeons as anybody in North America does. So it's just a wonderful operation. So you ought to get a hold of him. You ought to go to Idaho, hunt with him. But that's about all the time we got for today. For all of us at Mojo, I'm Terry Denman. God bless you. We'll see you again next week.
All hunts seen on MOJO TV are fair chase.